Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Coming up, Jim speaks with Charlie Foster, the Senior Marketing and Sales Consultant at John Sinclair Nissan. But first, here are today's top stories. Mullen Automotive has acquired Electric Last Mile Solutions, a Michigan startup that filed for bankruptcy in June, less than a year after going public. The $240 million cash purchase gives Mullen control over ELMS inventory, intellectual property rights, and its plant in Indiana. David Michery, CEO and Chairman of Mullen Automotive, said the purchase allows Mullen to, quote, to shorten its production path and aggressively expand into the commercial and consumer EV market. The National Automobile Dealers Association elected Geoffrey Pohanka as its 2023 chairman. Pohanka, who will succeed Mike Alford in the role, currently serves as vice chairman of NADA and is a third-generation dealer, serving as chairman of the Pohanka Automotive Group in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Gary Gilchrist, who currently serves as the chairman of NADA's Dealership Operation Committee, was elected to take the vice chairman role for 2023. Pohanka said in a statement, quote, NADA has an amazing board and an amazing staff. Together, we can create a stronger environment for the industry to help create a vibrant economy and stronger communities. 10 people in the U.S. were killed in crashes involving vehicles using automated driving systems during a 4-month period earlier this year, according to newly released data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. The deaths involved vehicles made by Tesla, although the data is unclear whether the technology was at fault or whether driver error may have caused the crashes. The fatal crashes are documented in a database built by the NHTSA to assess the safety of automated driving systems. New vehicle affordability declined again in September, according to data released from Cox Automotive, and auto loan rates reached a 15-year high even after a slight decline in prices. According to the report, the median weeks of income needed to purchase the average new vehicle increased to 42.2 weeks from a revised 42.1 weeks in August. Kelley Blue Book reported that median income in September grew by 0.4%, and average transaction prices declined by 0.3% to $48,094 after hitting a record high in August. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next is Senior Marketing and Sales Consultant at John Sinclair Nissan, Charlie Foster. We'll be right back.
CBT News, 10 years strong.
Dealers around the country are spending less on marketing and distributing those efforts in less traditional ways like social media. Today on CBT Now, we're joined by Charlie Foster, the Senior Marketing and Sales Consultant at John Sinclair Nissan. Charlie has gone viral on social media for his comedic, relatable videos poking fun at what he calls dealership life. Take a look.
But I would like to go back and get a little bit of a feel for who you are and how you got started in the car business.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was kind of a lucky break for me to get into the car business. My dad had purchased a brand new Ford Thunderbird. This was in the early 90s, and he needed a ride to the dealership. So I drove him down. And while we were waiting for the car to be prepped and everything, I had a conversation with one of the owners of the dealership. And at that time, I was a machinist. I was a journeyman machinist, and I was working in a factory. And so we had a great conversation. Dad picked up the car. A couple of days later, I get a call from the owner, and she offered me a job. And I said, gosh, I've never sold anything in my life. And she said, well, I've got a good feeling about you. And she was the first one to give me a break. And so that's how I got into the car business.
Wow.
Kind of a lucky thing. I was in my mid-20s at that time.
Okay, so you've been in it for 30 years now.
30 years.
Wow.
And, when you were talking about these videos and poking fun, I've got 30 years of experience, and I don't think I'll ever run out of material.
No, you won't. The car business, if nothing else, is very colorful and you definitely won't run out of material. And as all salespeople can attest, there are some very funny situations and scenarios that pop up, not just from customers and what they'll say to you or tell you on the showroom floor in a demo drive, or leaning against the car outside, or but also from the management and the fellow salespeople that work inside the dealerships and the service department and the F&I managers. So talk to us about your decision to join TikTok and how that got started.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was another thing. The way that I found out about TikTok was from my daughter.
Okay.
And she was showing me videos on her phone, and so I thought, oh, that's kind of fun, But then I decided to start my own TikTok channel. Okay. And the way that came about was just from kind of experimenting with it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what to do. I mean, as far as TikTok goes.
Sure.
Now, the one thing that I will say, as salespeople, I think that automotive salespeople have been creating content for years before TikTok even came out. So we would make videos. I definitely used comedic videos because, well, one thing, in the last 4 years, I've been doing stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
And that has helped me tremendously.
Right.
Now, when in the dealership with the sales crew and everything, some of my best videos are just organic. They just happen just like this.
Yeah.
Someone will say, hey, this is a good idea for a TikTok. And that's really how it started for me.
Okay.
Someone said, how about trying this?
Right.
So that's how I kind of just got into it, into the platform.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Thanks for watching CBT News, the voice of the retail automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong.